Today we're doing something a little bit different. I put my favorite player that's on every single NBA team. I made them all in 99 overall. Shout out Danny 2K, got this idea from him. If you guys know, you know. But right here we're gonna start off with the Sixers. I did James Harden. I feel like he's one of my favorite players in the league. I'm also left-handed in real life. I like doing Euro steps. I like doing step back threes. I wear number 13. As always, well, he's wearing number 1 now, but I've always been a James Harden kind of guy. And there was no one else really on this team that I really like. Now if we go over to the Bucks, I like Giannis and Damian Lillard like a ton, and they were already super close to 99 anyway, so I brought both of them up to a 99 overall. I like Giannis a lot more. He's probably like my favorite player in the league right now, like top 3 at least. Him, Jimmy Butler, and like Kawhi and like Luka are like my top 4 right there. And when it comes over to the Bulls, Lonzo Ball, man, I think a lot of people agree with this one. I like DeMar DeRozan as well, but I like Lonzo Ball a lot more, man. Lonzo Ball, I hope he returns and goes crazy, man. Made him a 99 overall. We're gonna see him in his full potential here. And then over here, Donovan Mitchell, I just really been liking him since he was back on the Jazz when he was like a rookie. I really liked him, so yeah, I ended up going with him right there. Celtics, I really like Drew Holiday ever since he was on the Sixers back in the day, so we made Drew Holiday 99. It just makes this team super OP, even more OP than it was before, which is crazy because they were already really good in 2K. And then Kawhi Leonard is my favorite player. I have like 4 Kawhi Leonard jerseys in my closet behind me. There's a bunch of jerseys and stuff like that, but we got Kawhi 99. Russell Westbrook and Paul George. I like all 3 of these top 3 players right here. I like Russell Westbrook. He's a really cool guy. A lot of people hate on him just because whatever. Paul George I like as well, and then Kawhi is just my favorite player, one of my favorite players in the league. But I really like Russell Westbrook as well. It was kind of tough picking this, but at the same time it was easy because Kawhi. Now we go to the Grizzlies. Derrick Rose. A lot of people are going to agree with this one. This team looks cracked out in 2K now. We're going to see who wins the championship. We're just going to sim one season. That's all we're doing here today. And then we go over to the Hawks. I don't like any single person on the Hawks. I actually dislike Trae Young tremendously, but he was the best player in the team, so I was like, why not just make him a 99 overall? I don't like anybody on this team. I don't know. Patty Mills, maybe. That's like my favorite player, probably, to be honest with you. And who even is this guy right here? Patty Mills is probably my favorite player. Probably should have made him a 99. But we made Trae Young. I dislike him. One of my most disliked players in the league. And Jimmy Butler, one of my favorite players in the league. We got a bunch of Jimmy Butler jerseys too. Made him a 99 overall right there. And then we go over to LaMelo Ball. Once again, one of my favorite players. I really enjoy watching him play and everything like that. Hopefully he's fully healthy this season. And then Jordan Clarkson, good 6-man bench player right there. My favorite player in the Jazz. I don't really like anybody in the Jazz, so I was like, you know what? We'll go with Jordan Clarkson. Probably my favorite player here. De'Aaron Fox, that's like a pretty obvious one. A lot of people are going to say De'Aaron Fox is their favorite on the Kings. I don't really like Domantas Sabonis. I feel like racist people like him. I know it's really random, but I feel like only white racist people like Domantas Sabonis. I'm just going to be honest with you. Now we go next. Jalen Brunson. Don't really like anybody. Like Jalen Brunson, I like. He's cool and all, but like, you know, I don't. Maybe Josh Hart. Like I don't know. I didn't really have anybody, so I just made Jalen Brunson 99 overall. And then LeBron James and the Lakers. Who doesn't like LeBron? If you don't like LeBron, you're just weird. You should appreciate him. He's about to retire next few years. Just enjoy greatness, bro. He's not the GOAT in my opinion, but you just gotta enjoy greatness, dude. Like just enjoy him. You're not gonna see anybody like LeBron for a very long time, and probably in our lifetime, probably not gonna see anybody like him. So just enjoy it while he's here. Paulo Banchero. I don't really like anybody on this team. Maybe Markelle Fultz, but like Paulo Banchero and Markelle Fultz are the only 2 players I really like. I dislike Cole Anthony heavily. I feel like he's like the super cocky for no reason. Maybe he's not. He just looks like he's cocky. I don't know. Everything I see from him seems like he's cocky. Luka, favorite player. One of my favorite players in the league. I said before. I like Kyrie as well, but you know, we had to go Luka right there. Dennis Smith Jr. I'm J. Cole with this one. I could have did a video of J. Cole's favorite players, but right here, I didn't really have anybody on the Nets, so I was like, you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is closest thing to my favorite player on the team. And then we got Jokic. Jokic already just went on 1 overall. That's all he really went up, so it's not really that crazy. But I don't really like anybody else on the team. Tyrese Halliburton. He just seems like a really cool guy. Every clip I've seen of him is like the opposite of who did I say earlier? That I felt like was like really cocky. He seems like the opposite of whoever I said that was earlier. That like looks like really like they'd be annoying. Complete opposite. This seems like a really cool guy. And there's another player later on in this video that's pretty similar to him. I feel like CJ McCollum 99 overall. Made him a 99. He's a really cool guy. I feel like he's kind of similar to you know, Tyrese. He seems like a really cool guy in real life. Now we go to Cade. I don't really like anybody on this team at all, so I just gave it to Cade. I don't really like Cade that much either. I don't know. I just don't like him. I feel like he's gonna be a bust. But hey, we got Cade 99 overall. Pascal Siakam. Don't really like anybody in the Raptors, so I just picked Siakam because why not? Literally nobody I really like on this team. So another team right there, I just gotta go with that. Boban Marjanovic, just the craziest one in the video. I was thinking about putting this in the thumbnail, but I ended up putting Wemby in the thumbnail instead because more people know who Wemby is. Boban Marjanovic, I think a lot of people would agree this one, their favorite player on this team, because I don't really like anybody on this team, man. I don't know, I don't really like anybody on this team. Dylan Brooks is also probably like my most hated player in the league, but I should have made him a 0 overall. And then Wemby, like I just said, Wemby is in the thumbnail, 99 overall right there. I feel like I have a feeling that he's gonna be a really good player. Like people like Zion, there's a lot of players I've been saying that are gonna be bust, and they kind of far so far. I feel like I'm pretty good at like guessing the radar of like top like 2 picks and stuff, top 3 picks. And then we got KD, Kevin, my favorite player, Kevin Durant on the Suns. I mean, Devin Booker, I don't really like that much. Bradley Beal, I don't really like. And the other guys, they're cool and all. Like a lot of people will probably go bull in this situation, but I like Kevin Durant. You know, I like his game and everything. I appreciate his greatness. It's just kind of annoying that he always has to have a super team. And then Shea, I mean, there's not really anybody else I like on his team. A lot of people might say Poku or Chet, but I like Shea, whatever you want to call him. Now, Mike Conley. Now, Ant and Mike Conley are my 2 favorite players on this team. I really like Ant. I respect Ant. I feel like he's like him. But Mike Conley, bro, from the Grizzlies days, if you know, you know, man. He was him. So I had to make him a 99 overall once again. And then Malcolm Brogdon is someone I said that was similar to Tyrese Halliburton. I feel like they're both kind of chill guys that you could just like sit down and talk to. I don't know why they just give off that vibe, especially Malcolm Brogdon. But 99 overall Malcolm Brogdon. And then Warriors Stephen Curry. Who doesn't think Stephen Curry is a favorite player? I like all the players on here. Like I like all their top 4 tremendously. I like the whole Warriors roster. I'm not even a Warriors fan. And then the Wizards really don't have anybody I like. I was like Danilo Gallinari. I remember when he was crazy in 2K. I was like, I remember those days on it. Let's go ahead and simulate a season and see what's going to happen here. Let me actually like refresh like all the game plans and everything like that just to make sure everything's good. And we're going to simulate a season and see who wins the championship this season. I just forgot to turn off injuries too. Hold up, wait a minute. So with all these 99s, it has to be the 99 that I just don't even like. Trae Young wins MVP. What about Rookie of the Year? Wemby, obviously. I should have already known that one. 6th Man of the Year, still Chris Paul. I mean, no matter what first season, he always wins it. Defensive Player of the Year is Lonzo Ball. He averaged a 20-point triple-double. Let's go, Lonzo. So that's my boy right there. Most improved, Troy will go crazy right now, by the way. Most improved player is Paulo. He averaged 31. Clutch player, okay, they're going crazy. What's the roster? I don't even care about the all NBA teams. Let's go look at the standings, man. So the Bulls finished as the best team, tied for the best team in the East with the Sixers, the Hawks. Okay, so who else missed the playoffs? Who all missed them? We got the Wizards, Hornets, Pacers, teams that you kind of expect. The Bucks missed the playoffs entirely, though, with 299 overalls. How do you miss the playoffs in that situation? I don't even know, man. And then the Raptors missed it. The Celtics are in the play-in tournament. They are with 99. I don't know what 2K's on, bro. I don't know what kind of like what. I don't know what they're on, bro. I really don't. And we go to the West here. The Jazz. No one did good in the West, by the way. It was just the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies were the only team. I mean, it makes sense. They're OP, but like, what happened to everybody else? Like the Spurs didn't do good at all. Worst team in the league. The Suns. What? What happened? They lost. I don't know what they did. Where did Nurkic go? I don't even know where this man went. That's crazy. The Thunder, the Timberwolves, the Rockets. Okay. The Mavericks are in the play-in tournament. I mean, that makes sense. The Lakers. Okay. I mean, that's interesting. Clippers. I mean, I don't understand how they got DeAndre Ayton in the Clippers. I don't know how that even happened. I don't know what's up with this team here, man. Like, I want to see the league leaders. And I don't even know where to find that at. Like, I'm not even sure if I can find that anywhere here. Oh, stats and standings. I'm stupid. Season stats, league leaders. Let's go ahead and see the points per. I want to see points per game though. I don't care about. Okay, whatever. I guess we got to see it like this for some reason. I don't know why we got to see it like this. Oh, there we go. Points. There we go. Now we're chilling. So points per game. This is per. Okay, here we go. So the most points per game was Trae Young right here. What about rebounds per game? It was Jokic. Assists per game, Trae Young once again. Steals per game, Jimmy Butler. Blocks per game is Miles Turner still. Most turnovers is LaMelo. Most fouls is Devin Booker. Okay, that's interesting. Now let's go ahead and just simulate the whole playoffs, see what happens here. I'm kind of curious to see who gets far, who gets where. The Nuggets already lost that fast. And if we go ahead and look at this, it's the Grizzlies versus Sixers. So the Heat made it all the way to the conference finals still with pretty much not even an upgraded player at all because it's pretty much just the same Jimmy Butler, which is crazy. But it's the Grizzlies versus Sixers, which the Grizzlies, they have Derrick Rose in his prime, more than his prime really. And then they got, you know, good team all around here, all around him. And then the Sixers, they just got prime James Harden. So I guess that's all it takes is prime James Harden. Let's go ahead and simulate the round. And it looks like the Grizzlies would win a championship with Derrick Rose averaging a 24-point triple-double, winning the championship right there and a finals MVP.